What a turnout. Last year, double what we have seen last year. I told I was nervous getting on the stage last year. I'm still nervous. Uh, but, uh, but what an incredible 12 months that we have seen when it comes to how AI has evolved. The amount of transformation, absolutely incredible. So I'll just talk about what we have been doing last 12 months, and then give you an insight into what our future roadmap look like. We talked about all the transformation. Raj talked about it. Benedict talked about it. So much of development in the AI. I want to just focus on few things, few critical breakthroughs that made this whole AI agent revolution possible. And especially, practical to be put into enterprise use cases. So the first one being, small models getting incredibly good when it comes to language understanding, and even to an extent, performing at reasoning tasks. Last year, I think in May 24, 3.8 billion parameter model outperformed a 540 billion parameter model with optimizations like QLoRa, DPU and all that. It's like incredible 140x times but even performing MMLU at about 69% accuracy at that point in time. Of course, since then, it has quite significantly evolved as well, but that's like one of the breakthrough things last year. The next most important thing that contributed to our whole AI agents ecosystem is that, the function calling accuracy. Now, by December, I think October, December last year, we had function calling accuracy reach almost 89%. There's still some more, expectations here, or some more improvements that are needed, but it's just a matter of time. And then similarly, reasoning benchmarks. We have small models now exceedingly doing well with reasoning benchmarks. And the most important of all these is the whole agentic design pattern. Agents to be able to, self-improve the prompt and recover from a scenario that, that they have encountered with, and then to be able to continue that loop, perform better the next time, and so on, continuing that, and then, finish the goal, like what Andy was talking about. You just give a goal. It knows now on multiple iterations, so be it. You just get the things done. In fact, the same type of benchmarks with GPT 3.5, when put into this agentic loop or agentic workflow, the accuracy have shown, there are a benchmark that shows the accuracy has jumped from all the way from 48% to 95%. So that's the power of, how we are applying these patterns to make agentic applications real. Now, obviously, this last month or two, I think we are seeing a lot more standardization. The technology is evolving. There's a continuous change. But there is now, the industry is moving towards standardizing it, because now the AI agents are pretty much coming to reality in terms of putting into production. But we have seen, like November last year, MCP came out. But then suddenly, February this year, there's an explosion of MCP servers publishing tools. Same with inter-agent protocols. Last year, when we started off our multi-agent platform, we were working off of agent protocol, which was very vanilla at that point in time. And then we started adding a lot more layers to it. Raj mentioned about it before as well. But then now, we have much more matured agent protocols, inter-agent protocol. And then to an extent now, the adoption also been like significant. Obviously, all of these have helped us to realize that, okay, we can go from all the way from our structured workflow, NLU-based workflows, to a more, fully autonomous AI agents. But having said that, it's still, the adoption still has challenges. We know that, there's quite a few, quite a bit of amount of anxiety within enterprises. Because AI agents, by nature, they have uncertainty because there is reasoning, involved in it. So how do I make sure, we deploy AI agents without uncertainty. And more importantly, enterprises, when we talk to them, there's more concern that, you know what, the technology decisions that we make today, the pace at which the innovation is happening, they're becoming, I mean, how do we ensure that it is sort of not obsolete in the next few months? So that's a big concern as well for them. So when, by working closely with all of our customers and then, working with teams like the Inception team who are very much deep into the R&D of AI agents and autonomous AI agents, one thing we realize is that, if we address these critical challenges for enterprise in terms of, Raj talked about, the whole data complexity within an enterprise. If we can build a platform that seamlessly connects all your data sources across structured, unstructured types of data that you have in your platform, but provide tools that will enable you to create, deploy, monitor, improve the AI agents at scale within all the security and governance needs that the enterprise need. If we can build a platform and provide that as an offering, then the true potential of AI agents transforming how enterprise work is really a possibility. So that's what we embarked our journey with, like, how do we reimagine our products into a platform that we can, make enterprises use this as one platform for all types of use cases. That was foundation of our philosophy. So we took our agent platform, we had AI for service, some amount of AI for work. We said, okay, we make this platform horizontal, one platform that enterprise can use to deploy all sorts of use cases within enterprise. The other thing we did is that, this platform evolution, we based upon that 11 years of work that we have been doing, working with our customers, in terms of deploying AI agents at scale. Last year alone, we have handled about more than 1 billion interactions on voice AI using our platform. So and specifically on industries that are highly regulated, financial services, healthcare, and so on and so forth. So the same foundation platform we based upon, and then evolved our AI agent platform on top of it. More importantly, while we provide the platform, we wanted to make sure we accelerate the deployment of AI agents, where they are being used. Let's say if it is for customer service, we need to provide necessary integration with respect to voice gateway, SIP handling. If it is digital customer service, then all those messaging channels, mobile, web, we want to have that integration readily available. Voice interactions obviously have a lot of complexities in terms of latencies, tonality, and even to an extent of how we want to control the output depending on the context and all that. So we handle that all along within our platform. AI for work, obviously if you are deploying AI agents to workplace, you need a universal orchestrator because you started connecting many different AI agents within your workplace. So you need to be able to intelligently orchestrate among them, maintain the context of how the user is interacting with it, and then use that intelligently to be able to pass the context to the right AI agents and then get the things done. AI for process, we just introduced last year, but even for process automation, as we deploy AI agents, what is needed to take it closer to the use case in terms of integrating with the enterprise applications, where the process is getting triggered, or even listening to the enterprise events that happens in enterprise applications, and then to be able to trigger the AI agents seamlessly into the process workflow is what we have done with AI for process. So more importantly, our philosophy has been that while we provide these specialized solutions to take it apart from the platform, but we also want to give you enough industry vertical solutions, tooling that is necessary to build and deploy these agents, and also a marketplace full of templates. So this year we have worked upon a marketplace where a huge number of templates that we have rolled out to make and show that what is the art of the possible, but also make it more real in terms of how you can get things done with our platform. So another, like I was briefly mentioning, that enterprises are concerned about the technology, the decisions that they make today being obsolete tomorrow with the pace at which the innovation is happening. We don't want to limit ourselves to be a more of a black box kind of a thing. We want to ensure that we, as a platform, is relevant even when the innovation is happening continuously. We made sure the platform is open, as in it is interoperable with various different agent protocols. We can connect any model that's out there. You can bring your own models. We can run on any cloud. We are deeply integrated with MCP. Now we are rolling out ATA. And even we are rolling out now with AI agents an SDK, where developers can actually use the SDK to build and deploy the AI agents, use our infrastructure and governance, but then have that flexibility in terms of completely coding AI agents in any framework that they want. So how did we do it? These were the product offerings that were there last year when we were at our annual conference. So it didn't change much. First of all, we introduced our Dialog GPT orchestration, which is sort of the Gen AI sort of orchestrated autonomy per se. And we had a full Gen AI experience in terms of GiroShot. We have also had this agent node where with function calling and prompting, you can actually do information collection autonomously and so on and so forth. So it's a more of a controlled autonomy that we introduced as part of our Dialog GPT. And then we moved our offerings to be more business focused than EXO, Search, and Gale. And we sort of, if you see the same components, we rearrange them into a different stack, evolving it towards a more comprehensive AI agent platform. Last year, we rolled out a specialized solution, AI for Work, with all the components that are necessary to be able to deploy AI agents securely within a governance of enterprise. So as we evolved our conversational AI platform to Agentic, Raj talked about the agent AI continuum, right? So all the way from structured workflows to adaptive agents to a more fully autonomous. So we brought in the multi-agent orchestration capabilities into the platform. And then as we rolled out, we also brought in Agentic RAG, and we've added almost close to 100 plus connectors to various different enterprise data sources, structured and unstructured. So together, these Agentic RAG and structured data sources and unstructured data sources is now empowering AI for Work to have enterprise search as one of the capability. So as we started rolling out multi-agent orchestration, we also rolled out fundamentally AI agent tools, which essentially whatever the workflows that we had past year, so we made them as tools being available to agents, so agents can go interact with the enterprise applications. So as I said, we wanted to be an open platform, so we also added pro code tools. You can write code and deploy it. Context is necessary and it's critical for any agent. So we added agent memory. We started off with key value. Now we are adding more vector capabilities as well for agent memory. We made our search AI platform be available as a tool to AI agents so that AI agents can directly access information connecting to the enterprise applications. So with this, we actually created the new agent platform from the components with an incremental updates to the components, and then supporting all the way from structured autonomy to a Gen AI-enabled autonomy to a fully autonomous AI agents platform. Now, as we rolled out AI for Work and along with AI for Service, we also realized that the true potential of AI agents lies in transforming enterprise operation. So we launched AI for Process this year. So this is the new agent platform as we see it. For customers who have been using our EXO products, it's on Gale, Search, and all. From a component-wise or modules-wise, it's not different. There's a lot of functionality that was added towards what is the future of the platform, but the same principles in terms of enterprise integrations or security, compliance, governance, the environments, all of those remains the same. So just to get a little deep dive into what we did in the past 12 months. So as I was mentioning, we introduced Dialog GPT to make it more autonomous, whether it is for customer service use case or for work use cases. You can now use Dialog GPT to kind of go from structured workflows to a more GenAI experiences. We've also made changes to our GenAI node to have function calling, so then you can actually build a true agentic experience just with Dialog GPT and GenAI node. And obviously, we added multi-agent orchestration on top of it. So let me quickly show you a demo of what we did with our conversational AI voice experiences. So this is a voice experience. You can see the chat transcript, which is good. So this is a real voice experience using a real-time streaming model. And then connecting to a multi-agent application that is built on our AI agent platform. So all the way voice in, going into model, and then the signal being transferred to our platform, and multiple agents within the platform coordinating within that ecosystem to deliver the voice experience that is more human-like. This is the North Star. Still, real-time streaming models, the accuracy levels in terms of function calling or tool calling is still early. There's some scope for improvement. But I think with this multi-agent, with real-time streaming, is the North Star when it comes to voice experiences. So when we reimagined our multi-agent platform, one thing we did, while we did the incremental update to our platform in terms of Dialog GPT and GenAI node, what we also did is we took a agent-first architecture seriously, because the moment incremental update is fine, but the moment you start imagining multi-agent applications, you don't start with workflows. You start with reasoning. You start with giving a goal to agents, right? So we went to the primitives in terms of agents, tools, how to get the reason and reflection, how to get the orchestration done, all of that, and then built a sort of a parallel paradigm in terms of how you build and deploy the agents. And of course, we connected both. So you can actually have an experience where part of your experience, you can go through your structured workflows, GenAI experiences, but part of the workflows, if you want, you can directly delegate it to a multi-agent, fully autonomous orchestration. Most importantly, we've also focused on making the agents connect to enterprise applications through tools. Our search AI platform has evolved so much now with a ton of connectors for covering full spectrum of structured and unstructured sources. We've also added, you can write or bring your own code as a tool to agent. To you can write logic or whatever, you can just upload the code, whether it is in Python or JavaScript. What we've also done, to our philosophy of always supporting no-code, low-code way of building things, we've also added no-code workflow building as a tool to agents. So you can actually connect various different nodes, and then make that entire workflow being made available as a tool to agent. And more importantly, on the agent memory, like I said, we started off with key value pairs, but then we are moving, we are just rolling out more vector index-based retrieval and all as a memory to agents to make agents more and more powerful. Governance and evaluation is critical to us. So we put a lot of emphasis on building our prompt studio with a lot of capabilities in terms of prompt versioning, A/B testing across various different models. We now are coming up with making these prompts more AI generated, as in more sort of like programmable prompts. So we are introducing something like creation layers of abstraction, where you don't have to think through a lot of different ways that you need to cover the prompt. You define what you want to achieve at a broad level. We actually come up with a way of automatically building the prompt, refining the prompt for the model and all that, and then put it out there. Evaluation Studio, we started off with, obviously evaluating prompts against models, but then now quickly with AI agents, we move towards rolling out evaluation for AI agents. So AI for Work was a big launch for us last year. We collaborated closely with one of our largest customer. We co-built this functionality that it made it ready for deployment at a very, very large scale. We do have some sessions on that today, tomorrow. You can attend that as well. And this AI for Work, we see a huge potential in terms of how we can transform or put AI to work within an enterprise. So I've already talked about AI for Process. More importantly, what's coming in AI for Process is that we are adding a lot more tooling on top of our AI agents to make it easy for you to connect your existing processes or even build new process workflows with AI for Process. So true to our philosophy, we always focused on even accelerating the last mile. So with industry solutions, we have reimagined all our industry and horizontal solutions that we have built with conversational AI before with agentic capabilities. We have just launched our marketplace. I think there will be a breakout session on that as well. So we have introduced almost close to 300 plus integrations as part of the marketplace, and it had like probably 9,000 actions in it. But 300 plus integrations and templates in terms of prompt templates, agent templates, tool templates, all of them. So the solutions, whether it is recruit, HR, IT, whether it is our banking, retail, healthcare, we reimagine them to be agentic, depending upon whether it is an employee use case, whether it is a customer service use case. We sort of dial up and down the level of autonomy that it can have, and then appropriately design these solutions. So while we're working on going towards a fully autonomous ecosystem, we are still committed to making sure. We know that the customers are still in their journey to transform from structured workflows to autonomous AI agents. We are fully committed to making sure that we help you with that transitional journey as you move from all the way from structured to adaptive to fully autonomous. And we know many of our customers are now starting in autonomous, but there are many who moved to adaptive, but there are still quite a few who are on the structured workflows. So I think these are some of the deep dive. It will be great for you guys to attend. There is a full walkthrough of the product in terms of how, all the way from dialog GPT to multi-agent orchestration, you can do it. And also, what is the new paradigm of starting with agent first. And there are some breakout sessions on context for agents, as well as the tools around evaluation and governance. So what's coming next for us? While we are being practical on applying AI to enterprise use cases and making the tooling available for enterprises to use it more confidently, we are not just aiming for incremental updates, by the way. So we are striving for a breakthrough thinking in terms of providing capabilities that, because the way that the innovation is happening, the need of the hour is think beyond what you see in front of you. So we are looking at it in that lens as well. We completely understand that for enterprises, scale is critical, but reducing uncertainty is paramount. So we are working towards governance, tooling, evaluations that is necessary to make sure that you have confidence that you can have with certain amount of confidence that I can deploy it with certainty. Well, this space is evolving so much. Even I am learning every day with this. Everyone learning every day with this. So we want to be the partner with you in this journey. We want you to be there while we are innovating. We want to take your feedback, improve on our innovation, and help you navigate this, the transformative AI landscape that is happening together, and then make a progress together as a team. So this is exciting time. These are exciting times. Agentic AI revolution is real. It is here now. So it's not a distant dream anymore. So we're really, really excited to embark on this journey with you. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.